The bank reconciliation. Almost 1,000 transactions on the bank statement reconciled with the general ledger. The journal entry for items to be posted, prepared in just minutes. Let me show you exactly how we do this. If your organisation is anything like the ones I've worked in, then at month end you've got a huge amount of work to get through. Bank reconciliations, accruals and prepayments, cost centre reviews and correction journals. The same repetitive work every month end and every year end. And the problem isn't that it's hard, it's that there's just so much of it and not enough hours. So what if you could hand the bulk of that to AI and get it done in minutes instead of hours? That's what we do at AI Finance Office. We deploy AI tools directly into your accounting workflows. Not a gimmick, not a chatbot, an actual working tool that reads your bank statements, matches transactions, builds your journals, and produces work papers you'd be happy to put your name on. Let me show you what we do. We're going to start with one of the fundamental tasks that every finance team has to do, the bank reconciliation. I'm going to take a bank statement export and a general ledger bank account extract, run them through Claude Cowork, and produce a full reconciliation, balanced, formatted, and ready to sign off. Then I'm going to show you how we automatically build the journal entries for the reconciling items that are not yet posted, complete with the right GL codes and cost centers. Here's what I'm working with. The GL bank account extract for 980 transactions, my bank statement download, 990 transactions, and I've got the previous period bank reconciliation. I've given Claude Cowork access to a working folder where all of these files are stored. That's also where the outputs will land. With everything ready, I'll kick off the reconciliation. On the right-hand panel, you can see the progress. That's the folder Claude Cowork is working with. There's confirmation that it has all the key files and is starting to read them. In just a few minutes, Claude Cowork has confirmed the reconciliation balances perfectly. It's now moving to the next stage, building the actual Excel reconciliation. And because I gave it last year's reconciliation, it will follow the same format. We now have the completed reconciliation and everything is summarized in front of us. Let's look at the reconciliation in Excel. The balance on the bank statement, £146,000. There's the items not cleared, so the adjusted bank balance is £51,000. The GL balance is £3,000, plus the items not posted, £48,000. £51,000. It reconciles. Claude Cowork has produced a full breakdown. All outstanding GL items, all unrecorded bank items. The working paper, ready to review and sign off. I'm still in the same Claude Cowork session, so it has all the context from the reconciliation. I'll give it a follow-up instruction. Cross-reference the transaction history, identify the right GL accounts and cost centers from the existing data and build the journal entry. Claude Cowork is now reading the transactional listing to identify the appropriate codes and cost centers. It's not guessing, but drawing on the actual transaction history for this organization. Claude Cowork has finished creating the journal entry and flagged a few items for us to review, places where it wasn't certain, where it wants a human to make the call. That's exactly how this should be. There's supporting details, showing the reasoning behind each line, and a clean journal summary, ready to review, adjust if needed, and then it can be uploaded to the finance system. Now here's something I want to flag, because it matters if you're thinking about setting this up yourself. This reconciliation balanced cleanly, but that's because of the work that happens for the setup. I've done my data quality checks and file validation. What you've just seen demonstrates a fundamental principle of agentic AI. We give it the context. We let it do the work. We review. We make any adjustments. Then we let it execute. The intelligence does the heavy lifting. The finance professional does what they should be doing: reviewing, exercising judgment, and signing off. A complete bank reconciliation, almost 1,000 transactions, with reconciling items and journal entries built with GL codes and cost centers in minutes. And if you're wondering, could Claude Cowork have done that from PDF versions of our bank statements? Well, what do you think the answer is? If this resonates with the challenges in financial processes in your organization, then there's a free 5-minute diagnostic in the description. Complete it and you'll get a personalized summary of which processes in your finance team are most suited for automation and what the time savings could realistically look like. The link is below. My name is Alan. This is AI Finance Office.